Where is it? There we go. Let's see. And it'll tell me if I'm live. Oh, I'm live. It just went live automatically. Oh well. I guess I don't have a choice in the matter. We're gonna have to fix the name. I have to get better at streaming, dude. C++ Coding Adventure Extravaganza. Just kidding. Practice coding. Public. I am not unboxing a Secret Labs chair. I need to add, it's not gaming. What would it be considered? Education, I guess. Or science and technology? Science and technology, we'll go with that. Nah, not made for kids, I guess. I do need to add something here. C++ practice and assistance. Yay! We'll save all that. That should change the name. I've got this now. Select the window. There we go. I need to do resize? Show window border? Select region. Here we go. I literally just want the chat. Flip flop. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Done. Okay, this is my pass-through window thingy. I use this for the chat or whatever. I wonder if I can actually do pass-through for this. And enable click-through. Yes, please. Is it working? It doesn't seem to be working as a click-through. That's okay. I don't care. Ooh, I've goofed. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, whatever. I'll have to learn the shortcuts for this later, but at least I can see the chat. Okay, so today we're working on C++ practice programming. Hooray! This is for something that I can't say it's for, but that's alright. Don't worry about that. I will basically just be going through this problem here I've written out and writing up the code for it. Obviously, this is not like my usual content. I know I've been getting into art. I haven't been playing my recent games. What are you gonna do? I got busy. I got stuff to do as well. But that's okay. Also, the music that is playing, it might end up getting this stream demonetized. So we'll have to deal with that when it comes, I guess. I guess. I just hope that this entire stream doesn't get like taken down. Hey, what are you doing? Stop that. Oh, I see what it's doing. Lame. Okay, let me just put the live stream, the music up really fast on the description. I just want to get set up. No, do not switch account. Home? Why is it? Nope. I got it here somewhere. Just give me a second. Somewhere. There it is. Found it. Oh, this music's definitely gonna get demonetized. There's like no way it's gonna make it. Whatever. Who cares? I'm not in this for the money. I just wanna do my work. All right, copy that. Come back here. Close this. Where do I edit this again? There we go. Link to stream music. Ta-da! All credit for music goes to the artists listed and link. Enjoy. All right, there we go. Okay, that should be that. I really want to fix this. I don't know how I can, oh, there we go. Why is it being so stubborn? It's a right click, I get it. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Okay, I've got this new program. It's called On Top for streaming and stuff. It's going to help me out. But to be honest with you, I have no idea how to use it. I'm literally just trying to like use it for the chat. That's all I want it for. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with that. All right, we'll leave it like that. All right, on to the problem. Basically, we are a teacher. We're going to be providing a data set, and then within that data set that we provide, or that we input, we're going to have some things that we can do with it. Here are the options. Excuse me. I know that there's nobody in here but me right now, but that's all right. Just me is okay. So select an option. Number 1, number of students. Number 2 option is the grades printed out into the console. Number 3 is the average of those grades printed out to the console. Number 4 will be the standard deviation, which I don't know how to calculate right now, but when we get to that point, I'll look up the math to how to get the standard deviation. Number 5 is a histogram. The histogram example looks like this. It's basically will let us know how many students scored in a particular range. Now, I'm no professional programmer or anything like that. I'm still a student. So I'm not efficient whatsoever. We're going to do the best we can with what I understand. I had already started a little bit in the main with some pseudocode. So obviously, we're going to want to read the input that the teacher puts into the program. We're going to need to read invalid entries and separate those from the main array of like proper entries, which means that, oh, hang on. Is my music playing? Okay, hang on, I'm just going to put this on repeat real fast. Yeah, there we go. So basically, a teacher, she can enter in between like a score range from 0 all the way up to 100. If she happens to go above 100, that's an invalid entry. If she goes into the negative range, that is also an invalid entry. And then -1 will be the delimiter for the array. So as soon as you hit -1 or an input for -1 is entered, that will end the array. Okay. So once we have the two arrays separated out, we're going to do create a menu system, create a menu system with options 1 through 5. Oh no, 0 through 5. It's 0 through 5. 0 is exit. So if you put an exit during the menu system, you'll get out of the program. Okay. Next is, obviously I'm going to have to write some functions. Write functions for options. I'm just kind of like, I'll use this as like a 1 through whatever, but also it's a checklist. I don't think there's going to end up being an order. Craft switch system for functions. Okay. I think for now this is going to have to be like the extent of my pseudocode. I'm going to write so before I write my functions, I'm going to kind of write the shape of the code inside of the main function. So first of all, we're going to need to read the input. So like do something like get input or get grades. And this will be like the first function. We'll do get grades. Obviously I haven't written that function yet. Maybe it's gonna be something like int. Oh no. I gotta capitalize that. So again, I'm still a student, so if you're a professional, don't judge me too harshly. I am not efficient. This is just for funsies. Get grades. Close. I want this to return an array. So how do I get it to return an array? Something like, maybe like that? No, it's gonna throw errors at me. All right, let's just finish it up just to make sure. Return. We're gonna do 0 for now. Maybe it just needs to modify the array in the original. So we'll come up here and we'll write an array. So we'll do an, is it a double array? No, it's gonna be an int array. Grades. Let's do valid grades. Valid grades with 100. Yeah, 100 entries possible. Now get grades is this function. Here's the get grades function. I think valid grades is like global. I'm not entirely sure on that yet because I did some other practice problems earlier where whenever I modified the array in the previous, or no, whenever I modified an array in an outside function, it applied to the main function. Okay, let's just do some testing to the valid grades variable. So we'll say valid grade, the 0 index, which is the very first one. We'll say it's equal to 1. Now here, get grades is the function that's being called. We'll say that valid grade, the 0th index is equal to 0. Now, what's gonna happen is since the 0 index of valid grades is currently 0, we'll call get grade, and then we'll call get grade again, or we'll print the get grade out to the we'll print the get grade out to the console and see what it does. Count valid grade 0 close, and then we'll do a system pause right here just to see what we get. Pause. Ta-da! Okay, we'll see what this does. Is this not the right? Is he not being called? Identifier valid grade is unidentified. Okay, see, I was afraid of this. So what I need to do is provide a, yeah, so we're gonna provide a int array array input, and then we're going to just leave it at that, I guess. No. So we're going to add this guy, and then we're gonna put array input here. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is get grades now has a call to this array, or what the hell is it called? It's not a call. It's like, this is going to go, this integer array is gonna go into the function, and whenever I call the get grades function itself, I have to provide it with the array that it's gonna use. So we're gonna put valid grade here. Okay, let's hope this works. No, it did not work. Now, let's come here and figure out what the hell happened. What's it say? Subscript required array or pointer type. Ah, boga. I can't just provide the array itself. Is that it? Parameter, that's what they're called. Let's see. C++ parameter arrays. I need to make sure this is specific. I guess I don't have a choice. Let's see. So C, passing an array to a function in C++. So C++ does not allow to pass an entire array as an argument to a function. However, you can pass a pointer to an array by specifying the array name without an index. Okay, so I can point to the array. Let's just see how they do it. So void my function. Johnny Norton, what are you trying to do? Johnny Norton, today we are trying to do this very simple problem. A teacher's trying to analyze a data set with some information about their students. Where's your function prototype? I have no idea. What does that mean? Look, okay, so Johnny, just to be clear with you, I'm a beginning student. I'm up to the point where we've learned functions, and I'm just slowly going through this, gonna work my way through this. Now your function prototype, I've got pseudocode here with what I'm supposed to do. In my main, I'm just testing out sending arrays as parameters through functions. So as you can see in my getGrades function here, I'm trying to use an array as an input. But according to this website here, I can't provide a full array as a parameter. So I have to do a pointer, which I'm trying to figure out how to do right now. Put grades above your main function. Okay. Yeah, see, actually, I was whenever I learned Java, we had the main function at the top, just for clarity's sake. But I did notice that in the textbooks and stuff, you guys put like the function above the main. So I guess at this point, it's like a point of preference between languages, maybe. Okay, now, again, I'm trying to provide this valid grade array to this getGrades function so that I can modify the array within this function. Or put a functions prototype above it. A functions prototype. What do you mean by prototype? Explain. Let's see. So back to this. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do this stupid pointer thing. Int parameter. Okay, so let's go ahead and come here and put this here. Let's try to run one more time, see if that does it. Nope, that didn't work. Let's keep reading. So int array, int size, blah, 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 blah. See, I want to modify this array with this function. Array input, get grades, why can't I just name, I can just name this the same. Valid grades, valid grade array, because that's what I'm going to be using. It's not like I'm going to be using any other array. Give me a minute to write an explanation. Okay, Johnny, sounds good, man. Valid grade. So see here, I initialize valid grade, index 0 with 0, and then I'm attempting to change the 0th index with this function, and then I'll print it out and see if it works or not. But it doesn't seem to be working. Formal parameters as a pointer as follows. Void my function int parameter. What does that mean? Also, Johnny, if the music is too loud, let me know. I usually have a hard time getting the audio fixed at the beginning of the stream. Double get average int array of int size. Okay, if you have multiple code files and you put the function in a different code file, when you compile practice problems, blah, 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 the compiler won't know what function is, so you need to declare it. Compiler knows what it is. I'm pretty new myself. Okay, Johnny, let me just read this one more time so that I can get an idea of what you're trying to explain. Audio's fine. Thanks, Johnny. If you have multiple code files, just freaking select region again. I gotta get this whole thing in here. There we go. Nope. If you have multiple code files and you put the function in a different code file, when you compile practice problems, the compiler won't know. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I'm not trying, like, so all of my functions and stuff are going to be all within this file. They're all going to be here. They're all going to be together. I'm not going to split them up. So I'm just trying to resize my chat here. There we go. Okay, all right. So I'm still trying to figure out, because I know that it's possible to modify your parameter array. I've done it before in another problem. It's just I can't remember how I did it. Do I need to put this here? Nope, that is not expected. Let's keep looking. So it's going to be an issue here. Parameter error type valid grade array is not is a reference is not allowed. Okay, so when it is compiling it line by line and you do your get grades, it won't know that is because it's not reached in the function yet, so it throws an error. Okay, when it is compiling it line by line and you do get grades, it won't know what that is because it's not reached the function yet, so it throws an error. Oh, you're talking about the order of the functions versus like putting main first or get grades. I've actually never had that error or like that issue before. So for example, I have this hello world function that I was just playing around in. I'm new to this IDE, so I haven't used this yet. So what we're gonna do is we'll come out get grades for the time being. And for example, hello world is down here below, right? If I call hello world right now, it'll run. So check this out. Ah, God, I didn't put the parentheses. There we go. So comment this out. I'll comment this crap out too. Screw it. I just comment this out real fast. There. Now, hello world is down here below main, and it'll still run. At least I tested it earlier and it still ran. What the helly? You also comment out. Just shush for the time being. Expected declaration. What's going on? Now I feel like now I've messed up my code. Oh, ding dong it. Hey, hang on. Let me hello world. Maybe you're right. Hang on. Let me put hello world above and we'll see if that works. You might be right. I could have sworn it worked earlier. Nope, still not working. Now I've done it. Let me go ahead and bring hello world back down here. What is going on with you? You put hello world under main. Yeah, I did. Well, yes, I know that it's under main. I'm trying to show you what is going on with my main function now. Return 0. Everything looks normal to me. What is your issue? Int main, searching online. Okay. And you're saying put hello world above the main. Like you're saying, like I said, I've seen like the hello world above. You fix the declaration error, but you have lots of errors. Yeah, I know. I look at all these things. Hello world identifier not found. I'm calling the function properly. Void hello world. It's going here. String name, blah, 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 blah. Return nothing because it's a void function, right? What is going on with you? It usually is never, it didn't do this last time. Do I just need to start over? What the hell? All right, let's close this out. Now, we shouldn't have any issues just running. Why is this like, okay, there we go. So what's going on with the return function? I feel like that's where the error is. Usually one error could be calling lots of other errors like domino effect. Yeah, gotta go. I'm new, so I'm not in a position to help you at the moment. Good luck on your journey. Johnny, thank you for coming in and, and helping with what we've been going over. I'd start over the test every time you do something. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know where we're having the error now. Oh, here it is. I found it. This is it right here. I figured out the error. It's because I commented out the function, but not the entire function, so it's throwing out an error. Okay, anyways, thanks Johnny for coming in. Have a good one, man. Now it should work. If I call that stupid hello world function. Alright, wait, Johnny, don't leave yet. Yeah, see, it worked. Hello world. No, because it's fucking above. Alright, hang on, Johnny. Give me a moment. Oh my god. Let's X this out. Bring it down here. So look, hello world is down below. I'm gonna run it. It's below the main. God dang. Okay, I guess you were right. It is not gonna work down below. Alright, Johnny. Thanks for the tip. I will not do that in the future. Let's run it again. Yeah, it's not gonna run. Okay. Any whoosies. Let's put hello world back up above. I guess it's a C++ thing. Like I said, I'm used to Java. There it goes. Click. And Elijah, nice to meet you. Continue. Close the program. Done. Okay. So now, from now on, we'll leave functions other than the main above, and that should help us out. We'll close this out. Thanks, Johnny. Start over test time. Yeah. Usually one error could be causing lots of other errors like a domino effect. Gotta go. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Good input. I will make sure to keep that in mind going forward. Let's go ahead and keep my pseudocode here. Now, let's run the git. Since the git grades is above now, let's run it and see if it will work. Nope, didn't work. Now let's see. Git grades, the int is not gonna go. It's not gonna fly. Understood. We'll have to read this a little bit. Void my function in parameter. Formal parameters. Okay, let's see. I think this is what I used last time. Return type, function name, data type, array name, array size, int total. Here we have passed int type array marks to the function, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it looks like I might have to declare the size of the array that I pass. Right, we're gonna go with that. Parameter array reference is not allowed. I don't care. Here we have passed an int array type of marks to the function total. Size of the array is 5. Passing a one-dimensional array to a function. So here's void display with an array being passed. Is it still gonna give me? Hey, okay, it worked. That worked. Now let's just test with some other stuff just to make sure. We're gonna call out. Oh, we don't need hello world. This is just like a fun function in here for no reason. I'm gonna put it up here, like out of the way. Just testing. Yeah, okay. So here's my function, get grades. It's modifying the valid grades array. Wow, what glorious hair. Hayner, what's up, man? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing not homework. I'm doing work that is unrelated to homework. This is just a practice problem for me. I'm not. Don't ask. Don't ask. It's confusing. What's going on, Hainer? Welcome. I just thought it'd be fun to do some coding. I usually play video games, or I usually do art. I haven't streamed art yet, but I've been doing this for I don't know how long it's been. What has it been? I guess it's been 6 minutes. No, it's been longer than 6 minutes. I don't know how long it's been, honestly. Where the hell is the timer? I thought I had a timer. It is what it is. I gotta bring this up real quick. Oops. Let's shift that up. Let's just see if that isn't covered by the camera. Oh, it's good to hear from you, Hainer. Hope you're having a good day, man. Alright, so back to what I was doing. Basically, I'm trying to modify an array with a function. I'm just testing to see if the array is actually being modified. Because sometimes it just doesn't work. Because apparently you're not allowed to pass an array as an argument, but I don't care. I don't play by the rules. Yeah, 5. That's great. Okay, so that tells me that the global array is actually being modified. I can clear this out because I don't need it anymore. I'm glad that that's being modified. Now, here is where the actual array will be modified by the teacher or whatever. They'll ask like, hey, please input a certain amount of blah, blah, blah. So for, let's see. So as soon as the teacher enters -1, it'll stop the array. So if, let's say, input equals blah, 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 input. So int input close if input, I'm forgetting all of my typing stuff, or what is it called? Grammar? No, I don't know. Input equals, if input equals -1, you'll stop. Nice. I saw some of your drawing vids and I'm super impressed. What are you coding? So today I'm coding a practice problem where I am pretending to be a teacher. The teacher is going to provide a list of grades, and the code will basically, it'll say, hey, this list of grades is invalid, meaning you put in a negative number or you put a number over 100, and it'll separate those from the other ones. And once those are separated, it'll have like a list of all the valid grades. Now, out of those list of valid grades, there's a couple of things that the teacher's going to be able to do. Number one, she'll be able to list the number of students, or he or she, I don't gender. He or she will be able to list the number of students that provided grades, proper grades. She'll be able to list out, he or she will be able to list out the actual grades themselves. He or she will be able to list out the average, the standard deviation, and then provide a histogram, which the histogram will look something like this, which basically tells them like, oh, you had so many students within this range. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm still at the very like introductory stages. I wrote some pseudocode to like map out how I'm gonna do this. Basically what I'm doing is right now I'm gathering the input that the teacher's gonna provide. There's a delimiter value of -1, so if the teacher happens to type in -1, it will cut the array off, or the list. You can call it a list or array. List is technically not the right word. They're called arrays, but it's basically just a list of numbers that the teacher's going to provide. So I really want to say if the list is not equal to 1, we'll do this thing, and as soon as it equals 1, we'll cut out. So if it is equal to 1, syntax, that's what the word was from before. I just remembered. Okay, so if the input is not equal to 1, we're going to, do the loop through the array. So now we're going to have to loop through the array that we provided into the getGrades. So for I equals 0, so long. Oh no, you know what? I can do this as a while. While I guess just while true, because I just want it to keep looping. True. While true, there we go. Dang, this looks kind of intense. I wish I knew more about coding to help out. It's cool, Hainer, man. I'm just glad that you're here. It's nice to hear from you, man. I appreciate you coming into the stream and just hanging out for just a little bit even. I've been wanting to get back into streaming. Over the summer, I streamed a lot of video games. And I was doing a lot of video uploads and stuff. And then when school started, I realized that I wanted to play video games to relax a little bit more. So I kind of stopped recording, which I need to get back to because I did enjoy it. But I started doing my art videos as well, my time-lapse videos, because I actually got paid to do those portraits and stuff, which is pretty dope. So if I got money for it, I provided the video, it's worth it, right? But this is kind of my attempt to try to get back to streaming at least, or just get back into the rhythm of things, because it's I don't know, if I stop doing it, I'll get lazy and I won't want to do it anymore. So at the very least with this, I'm streaming something. And to be honest, I really doubt any of my previous 89 subscribers are going to enjoy something like this. But at the very least, I'm getting some content out there. I might reach some other people that would enjoy maybe coding content. I don't know how many people on YouTube enjoy coding, but who knows? Maybe there's a big community for it. I mean, I get a lot of tutorials and stuff on my coding from YouTube. So who knows? Well, maybe we'll get something. So while true, this means that we're going to loop through this piece of code until something happens that makes it not true, which is going to be, oh, you know what? This is going to be a while, not an if. While input is not equal to 1. And then we'll loop through this thing right here. Oh, why do I need 2 while loops? This is dumb. Okay. While input is equal to -1, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. Int I equals 0. I feel like I might be able to do a for loop here, but I've already got the idea mapped out in my head for doing it like this, so we're not going to bother with changing it back. Again, I'm not I'm still just a student for this stuff, so I am not efficient at all. It's literally going to be all over the place but it's gonna work, I promise. So while I equals 0, no, this is wrong. It's gonna make I 0 every single time. So we're gonna put it up here. Yeah, we're gonna put it right here. This is gonna be our looping variable. So while input is equal to -1, we're going to send input, yeah. Input for the teacher. Yeah, man, there's a huge coding community on YouTube. You should check out Michael Reeves. I love Michael Reeves. If you haven't already, he's super funny videos with coding and robots. Yes, I know, dude. One of my favorite robots that he made is the Roomba that screams bloody murder whenever it runs into stuff. Oh, such an inspiration. I love that man. He's so good. Okay. Now, send input. We're going to do the array. So valid grades. Valid grade. Oopsie. Shit. Oh, sorry. Excuse my language. We're going to put I. Since I is equal to 0 outside of this while loop, it's going to input to the first thingy, right? Yeah, it's right here. Input. Right, there we go. Michael Reeves is really funny. I haven't watched his recent video. He did it, there's this meme circulating right now where he's using a drill press into a baby's face. It's so funny. I honestly wish I was on that level with robotics and stuff. That's so awesome. But I need to I'm gonna get through this, or I guess the closer I get to finishing this stuff, all I have left are senior grade programming classes. So I'm hoping that with that I can actually get to that level where I can make a Roomba that screams, or a baby that has spider legs or something. I don't know. Lots of robotic ideas. How does one get into robotics? I don't even know how somebody gets into robotics. All right, valid input. Right. Okay. So this is going to be good. And then as soon as input becomes -1, the while loop will end. Right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Send input, send input. Okay, and then so we'll test this out. I think this will work. And then we'll come back down here and we'll print 0. And then I'm hoping that'll work. Let's go ahead and run this really quick and see if it works. No, it crashed. It crashed. Where did it crash? Initialized local variable input used. I have input used somewhere. Where did I have it used? Line 110. Okay, here's input. Input. Do I need to initialize it? Let's just initialize input to 0, I guess, and run again. Okay, so it wants it initialized, which I don't know. I've never had to do that before. Let's go ahead and say that the first index 0 is going to be 25. That first student, he didn't study very much. He didn't do a great job. Second student, he got an 80. Hey, you're average. You're pretty good. The next student got a 70. You can do better. And then I only had 3 students because I'm a bad teacher. Or I'm a private teacher, something like that. And then we'll put a -1, and this should end the code. This is my delimiter. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I see what I did. So take a look at this. This is my my looping variable. It's 0 right now. And every single time it's putting 0 into the array, which means that I'm just overriding 0 over and over and over again. So we'll just do an I++ here. And that will loop me through the array. Better, more gooder. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do it again. Where is my run button? Oh, I messed up. I didn't close it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's run it one more time. Now this should do it. Again, first student, not so great. Wasn't the smartest cookie. Second student, also not very great. You can do better. Got an 80, a 90, a 100, and then -1. And then I should get 20. That was my first. Okay, great. It's working. Okay, it's everything. Let me make sure that this is not actually... Yeah, that video is wild. He made a baby with a laser shooting out its eyes. Like it's Boys on Prime. I haven't seen that one actually. I haven't seen Boys yet either. All my buddies, Froy and Mohammed and everybody's talking about The Boys, and I haven't seen it yet. I need to go watch it. All I know is that a lot of people used Arduinos for robotic stuff. Yes, that is all I know as well. But Arduinos are very versatile, is what I hear. Okay, great. So now we have the input function is working great. What we're gonna want to do is not allow certain values in. So that means in the get inputs, we're gonna need to, we're gonna make 2 arrays is what we're gonna do, I think. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that we can have 2 arrays. Int invalid, valid grade. And we're gonna make this of size 100 as well. Because technically you could have like 100 invalid grades, I guess. Oh, again, that's the limit for how many grades the teacher can enter. She can enter no more, he or she can enter no more than 100 grades at a time. Okay, next. We'll come here, and we're gonna declare another array. Invalid grade 100. Okay. Now, we'll enter valid grade here and invalid grade here. Okay, in there. So in this way, we'll have 2 arrays. Hey, Shadow King, what's going on, man? Welcome. In this way, we'll have 2 arrays, one for all the valid grades, and then one for the invalid grades. That way we can say to the user, hey, you entered in these invalid grades. They're not going to go into your list. We're not going to use them, blah, 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 whatever. It's like written out up here somewhere what we're supposed to do. But we don't need to bother with that. So now what we're gonna do now is if input is less than or equal to 100, and also input is greater than or equal to 0, we'll do the regular input value, you know, right here. We'll do the regular input stuff. Now, what comes next is the else. The else means if we're outside of this range, we're actually greater than 100 or we're less than 0, it's gonna do this other code. Oops, crap. Oh, it did it for me automatically. I'm new to this IDE, so like I don't know like all the little tricks and stuff that it does. I guess it wants to put it here. Whatever. Shadow King says, "I'm sorry. I'm like always sick, but I'll stay on here longer." Shadow King, man, you don't have to worry about anything like that. If you're feeling down or anything, you don't have to stay in the stream. I hope you feel better if you're sick. That sucks, man. I wish you would. I wish you the best. Okay, so now valid. Okay, invalid grade. Oh, you see, this is gonna be an issue. Nope, I figured it out. So we just need two counter variables for invalid and valid. And then this is gonna have to go inside here. Excuse me. Thanks. No problem, Shadow King. I just appreciate that you're in here anyways. I don't know if this is over your head or anything like that, but I do appreciate you coming in and hanging out for a little bit. But if you're feeling down, man, don't worry about me. You can you need to go rest, drink some chicken noodle soup or whatever people do nowadays to get better. And then we'll just put that there. Okay, so now, like, to reiterate, this while loop is going to run this set of code here until input equals -1. Once input equals -1, it'll exit the function. This is my if and else statement for positive for my range. So if I happen to be over 100, it'll go to the else. If I happen to be under 0, it'll go into the else. So this gives me negatives, positives, whatever, right? This array has its own counter for j, so that it will never interfere or get like kind of mixed up with the other counter, which is no bueno. Meaning like, hey, I entered 5 good grades, but by that time I'm on the 5th index, and like say the 6th index is invalid, it'll make the 6th index of the invalid grade the invalid grade or whatever. But what I actually want is for the 0th value of the invalid grade to be invalid. The number, whatever, you get it. Or you don't, it doesn't matter. It's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna close these. I think that's all well and good. We're gonna modify this to actually print out the entire thing though. Let's see, what do I need to do? It's gonna be a for loop. For I equal to 0. Oh, I can use I here because it's a local variable, and I here is a local, I here is the global or whatever. I think that's how you would say that. So long as I is less than valid grade dot size. Is that the call for that? Oopsie. Oh, it's not commas either. I always make that mistake. It's semicolons. And then I plus plus. And then what it'll do is make a call to this bad boy right here. And instead of 0, we're going to put I inside. So I of 0 will be called. I of 1 will be called. I of 2 will be called until I becomes greater than the size of the array. This is cool. I wish I was smart enough to do stuff like this. Shadow King, you can absolutely become smart enough to do stuff like this. I'm a big dummy. It just takes time and practice. And some perseverance or determination, whatever you want to call it, willpower, I guess. You spend long enough doing something, you'll get good at it. It's pretty much that way with everything. Practice makes perfect, right? Array size call C++. Oops, excuse me. There you go. Keep that on the screen. How do I find the length of an array? Size of. Is that it? Size of array? That doesn't seem right. I thought it was a different function. Array size function C++. See, and even like with this, like I use like the help a lot. Like I'll get on Google and like look up like helpful stuff. Obviously I can't do this for tests or anything, but yeah. I'll remember this stuff when the day comes. Array of integer size 5, my blah 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 blah. Is this C++? Yep. Yes. Where's the call? Size of. I guess I have to do that. I didn't realize. Do I have an array? No, I don't have an array library. Oh, it is dot size. Okay, I put the exact. I put the correct thing. I didn't mess up. I didn't goof. So long as I is less than valid grade size. Expression must have a type. Where am I seeing? I'm seeing errors, but I'm not sure where I'm seeing errors. All right, so let's just let's run it and see what it does. Yeah, it crashes, but it's gonna give me some errors that I can do. I is undeclared. Oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna put that there. Run again. Okay, another crash. Let's see what other errors. Left of dot size must have class strut union. Valid grade is an array. Oh, you know what it's doing? Since I have 100, I think this is a mistake. I might have to include another thing to get grades just for how many iterations it goes through. Because that would give me the size of the array, and then I could use it here. Ooh, that's complicated. Let me just try one more time. Array size function, C++. Oh, stop, calm down. How do I find the length of an array? That is a way. I guess I'll try that. Let's do a size of function here. Size of, and then do valid grade here. We'll see if that works. I'm not seeing any errors. Let's run it. Okay, I'm in the console, so this is good news. We'll do 1, 5, 8, 80, 90, 4, 120, and then -1. Okay, yes. It basically it basically read the indexes from 0 to 100. Hey, Mr. No Ride, what's going up? Or what's going on? Going up, going on. Hey, I'm gonna go. Sorry, Mr. Shadow King. Don't apologize, man. It's okay. No worries. Have a good day. I hope you have a good one. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about anybody joining. This is, I mean, just side work, so it's not a big deal if anybody joins or not. I just want to keep the streaming going just in case, like, anybody's like, you know, waiting out there for me. I haven't been playing games lately, or I've been playing them just on my off time or downtime. I haven't streamed or anything. What are you doing? I'm coding today. This is coding practice. I have a problem here that I'm working out. Basically, the problem is I'm a teacher. I have some data that I want to organize. Basically, it's just some grades. With those grades, I need to like be able to like input a certain amount of grades. And then I'll also have the program like tell me, hey, you entered invalid grades. Hey, here's all the grades together. And then these options, it'll be able to tell me how many students I have. what the grades are, the average, standard deviation, and then write out a histogram based on that menu. So right now I'm in the part where I am pulling invalid grades out of the data set and putting them into their own list of grades. That's basically what I'm doing right now. The issue that I ran into is that whenever I call for the size of this list of valid grades, even though like only maybe the first 20 are modified, it's giving me all 100, which is the size of the list, which is a naughty thing. Don't do that. So what I have to do is make an array size variable. So that's just more work. We're gonna put int. We're gonna say valid array size here. We're gonna initialize it at 0. Blip blop, like that. And then we'll do another int here. Valid. Oh, no. It's just gonna be invalid. Because we'll need to do, it's basically we're doing the same thing for both arrays. Array size here. We'll initialize that to 0 as well. Oops. Okay. So we have valid array size, invalid array size. The get grades is going to provide back to us a bunch of stuff. Okay. So this get grades function is becoming a lot more useful, I guess. Or not useful. I'm hoping that it's not too crowded. Again, I'm just a student for this stuff, so I'm not really efficient. So I don't know if I should be gathering the array size in another function. I don't know how normal coders do it, but this is how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be like brain vomit, I guess. Valid array size and invalid array size. All right, there. So those are going into that function. Something seems off here. I think I might have spelled something wrong. Valid array size. Too many arguments in function call. Oh, yes. It's because I haven't validated them here yet. So, int valid array size and int invalid array size. Okay, so that's those two. Nice and tidy. In my function, something seems off. Where are my parentheses, man? There we go. I fixed it. I almost had a fatal crash there. That would have been bad. All right, so basically now with these two variables, I'm going to be able to keep track of how big the array is. I'm going to make sure to put this in here. Oh, I'm in insert mode. That's not good. There we go. So with this ampersand, it's going to basically, it's the concept of local and global variables. This function has all local variables, but if I include this ampersand into the variable that I want to change globally, basically what happens is anytime that variable has changed in this function, it'll be able to call back to this main function, which is good because I want to be able to use the variable size in these other little bits here. Okay, so basically instead of just plussing one, or the I, or the counter variable, I'm also going to plus valid array variable as well, and invalid array variable. So much stuff. I can see why people find this stuff intimidating, but it's not like, once you start like getting the thought process down, it ain't so bad. Or it's the language, I guess. Like when you talk about this stuff in like pseudocode, or you just kind of explain it like, oh, this is what it's gonna do, like it makes sense. But as soon as you start putting this language stuff in here, it makes it like kind of intimidating for people. Identifier, invalid array size. Did I spell it wrong? Hey, what's going on? Don't do that. I think I might. What did I do? Invalid array. Oh, yeah, I did. I spelled it wrong. There needs to be an A here. That should fix it. There we go. It's all fixy. Fixy. Let's go back. Now, what's gonna happen now? Since it was initialized at 0. Anytime a new digit or integer gets put into this list here, a new number gets put in this list, it'll make valid array size 1 bigger. So now whenever I have whenever I pull back here, I can say if I happens to be bigger than invalid, or no, valid array size, if it gets bigger than that, it'll stop printing out whatever, you know. Okay, let's just make sure that the numbers are going to be right. So 0 to blank, it's going to be less than or equal to. Okay, let's run the function. Let's run the program, see if it works. It's working. My first student wasn't that great. He got a 50. Second student got an 80. Next student got an 82. 95, onward and upward into like the high numbers. Let's go low numbers. Okay, this is an invalid number. Let's do something like 12. Okay, it continues. So these are invalid numbers. 80, 12, 846 invalid numbers. They're not going to count. So basically what I'm looking for is for it to print 50, 80, 82, 95, 40, 12, 80. Let's add another number, 70, 98. I'm hoping that it'll print all these numbers. If it doesn't, I'll have an issue somewhere. Okay, let's see. Let's double check. 50, 50, 80, 80, 82, 82, 95, 95, 40, 12, 80, 70, 98. Fantastic. Wait, what the hell is that? Why did it print that? Who are you and why are you in my array? Okay, that's a little confusing. Oh, I know what it did. Okay, so it turns out it's not less than or equal to. It's going to just be less than. Once it gets up to valid array size, I think what it's doing is calling the very next number in the array. Since that next number in the array wasn't, it didn't get a value, it just gives us a random value. So the way we fix that is we take away the equals. And that should take care of it. Let's just do a couple of numbers. 90, 120, -7, 80, 55, and then -1, up to 55. Fantastic. That printed out printed out correctly. Oh boy. I do want it to do the same thing for invalid arrays just so that I can check that it's like reading the invalid arrays correctly. So we're gonna put I here. We're gonna put J. So long as J is less than invalid array size plus J, and then put J here. Whoopsie. Okay, so now what we're gonna do now we're gonna microphone. Let me just double check to make sure my microphone's still working. Yeah, it's still working. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna input a bunch of values. It'll print out all the good values for me. And then on the tail end, it'll print out all the bad values. Right, okay. Let's just make just something so that we know that it's printing out good values. Or microphone. Count valid grades. Flip flop. I'll put this here and then a new line character. Yep, that works. And then we'll do the same for here. Invalid grades. And then a new line character. Oopsie. I'm missing something. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm hoping this will work. We'll see. Okay, so let's start with some valid characters. 90, 45, 68, 78, 12, 1 should be valid, 0 also should be valid. So do some negative values. Negative 8, negative 80, 135, 169. Now let's do some more positive values, or good values. 78, 90, and then we'll see what it does. Oh, crap. That's a blank value. Oh, God. I don't know how the code will handle a blank value. We're going to see. Holy moly. Okay, it looks like it's working. I also spelled invalid wrong. Invalid. There we go. I put this in the wrong spot. I should have put it before, right? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and try that one more time. No, I want it to be. Okay, you're gonna come with me to outside of the function. Right here. Close you. Take you out. And then you are also going to come outside of the function. Boop, boop, like that. And then put a period on it. Okay. My USB into the microphone's acting up. I have to fix that. Okay. Let's go ahead and run one more time. Good values of 50. Bad values of negative 50. Another bad value would be like 169, 3, and a positive value would be 90, negative 1. Valid grades, 50, 90, invalid grades, 50, 90. Naughty. Why are you doing this? Aha! Right here. Alright, let's try one more time. Huh? What happened to the music? Oh, it's fine. It's working. So back to this. 80 is a positive or good value. Negative 50 is a bad value. 6 is a good value. 0 is a good value. Negative 70 is a bad value. And then 189 is also a bad value. And we'll try with this. Negative 1. So valid grades would be 80, 6, and 0. Invalid grades. It's not reading the invalid grades. It is giving me, though, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a second. How many bad grades are there? Negative 1. There should be 3 invalid grades. So I know it's not reading, and it's also getting the count for the invalid grades incorrect. That is not correct. So let's come back here. Take a look inside. So we bring in the input. If input is less than or equal to 100, you're good. And it has to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so that puts a range from 0 all the way up to 100, and it'll do this stuff. Great. If it's outside of that range, it'll start pushing into the invalid grade. There it is. There's the error. Equal to input. Ta-da! That should fix it. But one other thing. Okay, one other thing that it's doing incorrectly is it's calling, so while it's in this while statement, if the input happens to change to -1 in here, then it'll run. I want the input. Okay, I know what to do. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the like receiving input, and we're gonna put it at the bottom of this function so that, you know, it does all that stuff. But we're going to call the input one time. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna call the input one time at the very beginning of the get grades. So now, if the very first input happens to be -1, it won't even run this, and it'll just close out. And then continuing, that very first input, it will have to go through this if statement. And -1 is literally the only value that will not make it through. So I think this will work perfectly. All right, let's test her out. So -1, nothing happened. Great. Fantastic. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. Let's run again. 0, 1, 2, 3, -8, -7, 196, 5, 70, and then -1. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Great. And not including -1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 70. All right. Where's my timer for this stream, man? I thought I had a timer. Oh, here we go. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Oh, and I'm only through the first part of the stinking work. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep going. Okay, so I feel like get grades is like the best it's gonna be. I really need to move on to another function. So get grades is my read input, so I can do like a check mark here. We're gonna put a plus mark to say it's done. Separate invalid entries and valid entries into a single individual arrays. That is also done. Create a menu system with options 0 through 5. Okie doke. So a menu system, it uses a kind of like a setup that's called switching. So we'll really quick put switch. Switch. There is gonna be a like a given option thingy that I need to put in here that I need to print out. Where is it? It's somewhere here. Oh, select an option, number 1, blah, 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 blah. Here it is. So here's all the words I need to put. Count. Blip, blop. Okay, so select an option. 1, blah, blah, blah. This is not a part of it. Okay. So we're gonna put out onto the console, select an option. And then what they'll do is they'll press 1, blah, blah, blah. Menu option. We'll do something like, yeah, I guess menu option will be the name of the variable. That sounds okay to me. Again, like, I'm not efficient or anything. I guess we have to initialize everything in this IDE. I didn't know that that was a thing. I thought you could just like make the variable. Let's try. Now, the switch will be based on menu choice. Menu choice. Is it like this? And then case 0, case 1, And here's all the cases. Basically, I'm gonna write some code into these guys, and it's gonna tell the program what to do based on the response or the menu choice that's picked. There we go. And then default. So default is also a menu choice. Basically, like if none of these are chosen, it'll do the default thing. I'm pretty sure this is how you write a switch function or switch loop or whatever. I don't know if it's called a loop. What are these things called? What is a switch called in C++? A switch statement. I guess it is literally just that. It's a switch statement. There's nothing else to it. Okay. So I know that case 0 is the situation where we exit. Oh, here it is, yeah. So 0 is going to be exit, close parentheses, I think, or quit. Quick exit. Is it break? Maybe it's just break. But I feel like that's too easy. Case 1 is when we list the number of students. So basically what I need to do is cout the valid array size, I think is what will happen. Valid array size with an end line here. Number 2 is the grades themselves. So what we're going to do is actually take this and put it in here. So valid grades, and it'll print the valid grade size. Next is the average. Okay, that's easy enough. So we're going to actually copy this and use it. I'm going to change this to average. I think in this case here, I can declare an average variable. Okay, it's gonna end up being a double. So what we do, double average equals 0 for now. And then what we're gonna do, we know that an average is basically the sum of all of the values divided by the number of values. So that's super easy. I just have to make sure that I get the average, or I think I need a sum variable as well. Sum, and it'll just be an integer. Sum of the variables also equal to 0. Oh, right, my menu choice. We'll come back to that. It'll throw up an error if I happen to get that wrong. So now what I know is that sum is equal to sum plus this number. Right, and then average is equal to sum divided by the valid array size. Fantastic. And then basically what we're going to tell it to do, sorry, I forgot my break statements on the end of these. Okay, back to here. We'll tell it to spit out the average in line, and then with that, with the average spit out, we'll be able to break out of here. Break. Well, what was number 4? Standard deviation. So I want to actually test to make sure the switch is working first before I go through making all of the different situations happen correctly. I'm gonna push this out, push this out, push this out, so it's a little bit easier to read. I thought cases and stuff were pushed into the... I'm gonna do it anyways. Just make it easier to read. Okay. Just gonna double check to make sure that I think invalid grades are read out. Okay. Then your program will be present, then we'll present the following menu. Okay, so it prints out the invalid grades first, and then it prints out the menu, gets your menu choice, performs the action. I'm pretty sure that this menu is going to be put into a, what do you call it? The menu is going to be put into another function. Or not another function, it's going to be put into a loop so that it goes over and over again. So that tells me that I actually need to put the menu, into a function itself. So present menu is going to be the function name. It's going to be another void function. Void present menu. And I'm not going to give it any parameters at this moment. But we are going to close this bad boy right here. Void present menu. Hey, what's your problem? Close this switch. Okay. Now, Johnny, he was in here before, told me that basically my functions will not work unless they are ran first by the IDE. Let's close that here. Close. So I'm going to make sure that they're run first. And then present it to the main, the main function. So here's my present menu. So here's my main, present menu, blah, 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 blah. I think everything's still working. Yeah, everything's good. Okay, now we're gonna call the present menu thing right here. I think I'll also have to do another function for the print invalid, because literally I just want my my functions to be a part of the main. I think that's usually how things go. So we'll do another void statement. Oopsie, what happened? Oh no, it's fine. Void print invalid grades. No parameters. And then we'll just stick this bad boy in here. What did I do? Oh, I missed the C in the count. Okay. Blip blop. And then we'll tell it to return nothing. Ta-da. Easy peasy. Okay, so we'll get the grades. We'll print invalid grades. And then we'll present menu. Menu. Oh, I'm spelling it. Menu. There. God. And then we'll basically do this until something... I think inside... Okay, so inside of the present menu, my 0 case needs to just prematurely in the function in the program. So how do I get it to do that? C++ end function. It's all right. List end is a built-in function in C++. To get an iterator. The last element in function. Return an iterator to an element which follows the last. I think quit is actually my keyword here. Program termination. That's going to be exit. We don't need break. We're just going to do exit. So what's going to happen is it'll run this over and over and over again until I happen to enter 0. And I think that's perfectly fine. Okay. I think we should be like actually working at this point. Oh, my menu choice is outside. So do I want to provide menu choice or I want to leave menu choice inside the function? I'm going to take it and provide it inside the function. Because if basically like the exit will be here inside the function, is it bad practice to exit with inside of a function? Let's ask. Oops, not there though. Is it bad practice to exit a program within a function? We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not efficient. Why is using exit considered bad? Okay, so it does not properly shut down other threads. They just get terminated. It does not properly flush all buffers. Studio files are flushed, and guarantee a consistent and valid statement of permanent shared resources. Still, if you can guarantee that no thread is running which might interfere by being killed holding a lock or such, and all buffers which need to be flushed by exit, that is a valid way to achieve a faster shutdown. Much modern software is programmed to even faster shutdowns. If a crash tolerant. I don't think I'm at this point where I need to be worrying about if exit is gonna be is gonna like interfere with my program. Let's run it and see what happens. Oh, it failed. Where are we failing? Oh, lots of places. Holy smokes! All right, we are failing in lots of places. Oh my god. Show me where I'm bad. Show me where I'm nutty. Aha, I see. First of all, these are local variables and haven't been declared with inside of present menu function. Ah, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to provide them. Valid array size. And invalid array size. Ta-da. Okay, so we're going to provide those there. And we're going to come back to the function. And we're going to put these in here. Valid array size and invalid array size. Like that. You have to declare this one as well. Am I also going to have to provide the string? It looks like I might also have to provide the string. Shoot! Ding dong it. Yeah, I have to provide the string as well. Holy smokes. Okay. My back is sweating. I need to turn my fan on. Hang on. All right. Okay, so back to the problem. Basically, my present menu function doesn't have all of the information that it needs, so I slowly have to provide basically everything. I guess minus invalid grades. I don't need that. Also, it looks like I don't need invalid array size in here. So what we're going to do instead is provide... We're going to provide valid grades. Valid grade of size 100. And I'm going to come down here back to my main. And we're going to put valid grade. And that should take care of it, I'm hoping. Okay, still failed, but it looks like we have less failures, which is good. Initialization of average is skipped by default. Skipped by default. What does that mean? Hey, that's not cool. What I think is happening now is that I can't initialize inside of the case. So we're gonna take those out. It's bad practice. Let's put them there. Ta-da. All right, now let's go ahead and run it again. More errors, but we'll see where it is this time. 175. I've got a parentheses error. I just have to look closely and find the parentheses error. To be honest with you, I think it might be a key. I'm not returning anything. We're going to return since it's a void. Let's try running one more time, see if that gets us less errors. Still failing. Ooh, definitely still failing. Invalid array size is unidentified within 132. Let's go to 132 and see who's giving me hell. It's in you? Oh, of course. All right. Size, yeah. And also int invalid grade. I should have known that this was going to happen. It makes perfect sense that I need to provide the array and the values to the functions in the first place. What order did I put them in? Dang it. I'm all over the place now. Invalid array size and invalid grade. I can literally just copy and paste this stuff, take out the declarations, and be good with it. Bloop blop. And then take out this. Take out this. Take out this. Okay, that should take care of it. Oh my god. Bad Elijah. So many errors. Okay, we're down to only a few errors. Exit function does not take 0 arguments. Okay, exit needs a value 0. You're welcome. Enjoy. Syntax error on 175. Understood. Let's find it and destroy it. Okay, so this goes to this, right? This goes to this guy. Okay. Looks okay to me. This goes here. This goes here. I'll just do a default count something like hi, or, you know, I don't know. It's just in case, like, the actual menu system isn't working, which I'm afraid it's not working, actually, at this point. That I might have written it wrong. Default always needs something in it, I believe. Okay, let's see if that fixed the bad boy. Oh, it fixed it. Okay. So now it's gonna ask me to input the variables or the numbers. So let's just give it some grades. Like 120 and then like 8. This should work. Okay, invalid grades. Negative 80, 120. Okay, looking good. I have a system pause in here. Now select an option. Hi, Ethan. What's going on, buddy? I want to know the number of students. 3, and it kicked me out. Not good. Not good. Why did it kick me out? It should have... Oh, I know why it kicked me out. Because down here, I'm not reiterating. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to get back into streaming, but I don't have time to play video games or anything like that, so I'm doing some work. So the present menu actually needs to be looping. I guess it's just while true. Is that bad? Should I not be doing while true? I have no idea. I feel like while true might actually be naughty, and I shouldn't do that. Okay. But basically, it'll iterate. Okay, so 80, 90, 50, 60, negative 120, negative 5, 190, ooh, 1904? Spicy. All right, let's see. Invalid grades. Awesome. I need to know the number of students. I got 4 students, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students is correct. I need to know the grades. Tell me the grades. Valid grades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. I need to know the average. The average is 70. Is that right? Let's see. 80 plus 90 plus 50 plus 60 divided by 4 is 70. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so now that I've those first 4 options work, I don't know how to calculate standard deviation yet, and histogram is going to be a drawing thing, so I have to figure that out. One other thing that I need to do though for this is set the precision, because average is a double. So what we're going to do is come here, count, fixed, set precision to 2. I think that's correct. And then let's go back and try. Ethan, it's it's cool to see you in the chat, buddy. I know it's kind of boring today. We're just doing work. It's not anything really exciting. 80, 90, 50, negative 145, 800 something, 70, and then negative 1. So invalid grades. Yep. Select an option. Number of students. 1, 2, 3, 4 students. Yep. Grades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4. Yep. I need an average. Average is 72.00. That's what I needed. Precision of 2. Great. I also spelled average wrong. Dang. Dang, Elijah. What are you doing? Spell check. This thing doesn't have spell check. Did I basically close that? I need to hit 0. I need to test to see if it'll quit. 7, 5, 8, negative 1. Whoops. Okay. I guess. 0. Okay, cool. It seems to be working to quit. I think I need to test just to make sure it quits correctly. Bye-bye. Then we'll do a system pause inside. Mom said that she would talk to Dad about me getting a chameleon. Dude, that's awesome. I think that's how we do a system pause. Where's the other system pause? I know there's one. Is it back here? There should be one in here. What kind of chameleon, Ethan? Did you decide? System pause. Why is this getting an error? Just run it, who cares? No, it's getting an error. Why? System pause. Did I spell it wrong? Missing the identifier before system. Oh, okay, sorry. Whoops. I forgot to end that other statement. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Ah, stretch. A panther chameleon? What does that look like? Panther chameleon. Whoops. Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay. That's cool. One of these ones? The ones that are all colorful and stuff, or change colors on their own? That's pretty cool, buddy. Okay, I'm getting really close to being done. We're gonna go ahead and enter the grades again. Okay, my invalid grades, it got printed out. Cool. I need 1 for the number of students. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I need my grades. Valid grades, 80, 90, 45, yes. I need the average, 71. Cool. Okay, standard deviation. I gotta learn how to calculate standard deviation. I should be able to hit 0. Bye-bye, press an A key to continue. Okay, so that's working as well. Standard deviation calculator. Standard deviation. Holy smokes. Standard deviation is a... Oof. Okay. The red one with the blue stripes. Okay, buddy, that's cool. Okay. Basically, a population standard deviation is the sum of all values minus the population mean to the second power. Each value from the population minus the population's mean. Okay, remind me what the hell is a mean? Mean math. I think that's like the average value. It's the sum of the terms divided by the terms, so it's the average. Okay, I can do that. That tells me though that I need to do some average calculations outside. Yeah, okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to take this average calculation and I'm going to go ahead and just calculate the average outside of the menu. So I'll have the average stored and stuff so that I can use it everywhere, not just in case 3. Average. Okay, that'll work. And so this will calculate my average. Average will equal blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, in case 4, sorry, let me go ahead. I forgot to do this. It's good practice. Exit case. Blah, blah. This is number of students case. Excuse me, sorry. I had a protein shake earlier today. All grades. All valid grades. This will be grade average. And this is going to be my standard deviation. This will also be my flip-flop, my histogram. Honestly, I think my default doesn't need anything in it. I'm just gonna have my default break so that it'll retry. Honestly, oh, you know what? The default actually is gonna be an invalid. Try again. Invalid choice, invalid, or invalid input. Input, please try again. Please try once more, good boy. And then inline, and then break here. Very good. Okay, now the some of the terms. Okay, so basically, it's time to do some math. Don't you just love math? We're gonna do double standard deviation equal to 0. Now, down here in the standard deviation case, we're gonna reevaluate some stuff. It's the square root of the sum of all the values minus the mean squared divided by the size of the population. I think I know how to do this. All right, give me a second. Let me I'm just trying to think of it. Okay, obviously I know how to do this in like pencil and paper, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this with code. So obviously I need to do a loop of the new sum, because it'll be every single index of the valid array minus the mean. And then squared. So if it happens to be negative, it'll be squared, which will make it a positive value. Panther, I'm gonna like your stream. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for liking the stream, even though this is boring and we're doing math. Nobody likes math. Okay. Just so that you guys are aware what standard deviation is, I guess let me kind of like drag it over here. Does that work? Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, here, it'll work like this though, right? Nope. I'll just bring it over here. So here, standard deviation. Here's the equation for standard deviation. I wonder if I can... No, I can't copy it. That's okay, I wish I had a written version of it. But yeah, there's standard deviation, whatever, right? It's not intimidating for like pencil and paper or whatever, but inside the code, how the hell? So I know that my standard deviation is going to be equal to the sum of blah blah blah. Also, I need to remember how to do exponentials. How to use POW in C++. I know it's called POW, I just forgot how to use it. Double POW, double X, double Y. The method takes floating base variable, floating power variable. Okay, that's not hard. Great Scott. Okay. There's gonna be a few things that are kind of different here. So for where can I use this stuff? I feel like I can use... Okay, here's the printing. So I can actually use this pretty interchangeably to give me a count through. I don't want to print out. I just want to use it to count through. We'll do an inner sum. Yeah, we'll do... Yeah, inner sum is a good word for it. Inner sum equal to 0, close, and then we'll do inner sum is equal to sum is equal to inner sum plus my valid grade array count through minus the average, which I have up here. Yes, average. Minus the average. So here we go. So that takes care of the first doohickey. Where do I get the... Oh, I have a lot of tabs open. It's probably messing up my stream. I sure hope not. Okay, here it is. Okay. So again, back to here. What were you going to say about chameleons? I don't remember, buddy. So back to here. This is the inner sum. So here's the sum of all the damn parts of the array, right? Yep, that's correct. So here it is. So once this is calculated, we're going to square it, and then we're going to divide it by the valid array size, and then we're going to square root all of it. Great. So now this will give us the inner sum. Then inner... I think at this point we can do standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to the pow of okay, hang on. I got it. I'm almost there. Inner sum to the squared. So that's inner sum squared. Then divide this bad boy by... Okay, I got to put another parentheses. Hang on. Parentheses this bad boy. This will be divided by... Wait, why didn't it work? There we go. Valid array size. Valid array size. Ooh, sexy. And then we're going to do this by 0.5. 0.5 is square root. And then we can close. Beautiful. That's standard deviation done. Count. Standard deviation. In line. Excellent. Yes. I got a text message. Hang on, guys. I got a text. Text. Oh, it's my sister. She's just hanging out. What were we gonna say about chameleons? I think chameleons are cool. I hope you can take care of it. What do you know what you did to tell mom and dad that you were gonna be responsible with the chameleon? Because I know that was their stipulation. You had to show your responsibility and stuff. Well, what did you do? You just been cleaning your room every single day? I sure hope so. Oh my goodness, that took forever. Oh, and then break, of course. Break out of this. I'll talk to her later. She's good. Okay, the very last thing to do is the histogram printout. This shouldn't be that difficult, to be honest. I think, like, even... Like, I'm not even going to bother to print out, like, each individual number. I'm just going to iterate through, like, 0, 10, all the way up to 100, and then... Actually thinking about it, it might be a little bit more difficult. Maybe we should test the standard deviation first. Oh, my nose, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh, almost sneezed. Okay, let's test standard deviation. Oh no, I crashed. Initialization for inner sum is skipped by default label. Fine. I forgot, I can't initialize variables inside the cases. That's naughty. I'll put it up here. Is that okay? Yeah, I think that's fine. Inner sum will always be an integer. There's no way it can be a decimal place. Ta-da! 80, 90, 60, 5, 8, 70, negative 45, 198, and then 167, and then, like, what? Freaking 98. Negative 1. Okay. Invalid grades. Yep. I just 1, 7 students, 2, there's my grades, 3, average, 40, 58, Standard deviation is 189. I actually don't know if that's a good standard deviation. I guess I have to do a calculation. Hang on. Okay, so again, standard deviation is each individual number minus the mean summed squared and then squared then divided by the total number and then square root. So let me just do a real quick calculation. Xi sum of xi minus u. I actually don't know if that's the name for it. I should call it u. And there we go. Okay, so first of all, we've got 80. 80 minus the average. What's the average again? 58. Oh, this is going to take a while. So I've got 80, 90, 65, 8, 70, and 98. So what I'm going to do is use my calculator on the computer to help me out. 0. Okay, now I've got all my numbers. I'm going to add these up together. Minus 53, minus 50, plus 12, plus 40, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Divided by the number of students, 7. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. 3.5714, and then square root that bad boy. How do I do that? Damn it. Wait. No, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Okay, standard deviation worked. Yeah, that worked. I've been getting good grades. Buddy, I'm really proud of you for getting good grades. Is it easier at home to like get good grades? Like, you're learning more, right? I feel like, honestly, being at home and learning, like doing all your work at home is going to be helpful for you. I feel like it would have been helpful for me. Like, I feel like I had bad teachers sometimes that like actually got in the way of me learning. And then we'll do 0. Bye-bye. Okay, next is the histogram. How am I going to do the histogram? Damn, histogram is going to be drawing. Yes. What do you like about studying at home, buddy? What do you like about it? I can do a for loop for surezies. I have it in my head. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's my for loop for this. Ooh, my back made my back crack. Oh no, it didn't. It just hurt a lot. Oh my god. Come on, let's try again. Nope, it just hurts. It just hurts a lot. Okay. All right. So now, basically, I'm gonna have a number. It's my histogram counter. Okay, histogram counter. It's going to be equal to 0. Right. So basically what it's going to do, it's going to loop through. It's basically going to look at, it'll loop through the entire valid grades array one time and compare it to the current histogram counter. Now, if nothing's found, it won't print anything. Then the histogram counter will go up by 10. And if it finds again that like, oh, there's nothing in the histogram counter, blah blah blah, it'll print out the symbol, and it'll continue on and on and on until the histogram counter reaches 100, and then it'll stop. So the histogram counter is going to actually be outside of this for loop. Maybe I should write some pseudocode for the histogram counter so that it makes more sense. Yeah, let's do it. So number 1. Compare array to histogram. What's that thing called? Range. Increase histogram range. Compare again. Compare array to range. 4 is stop range at 100. Okay. That looks like it'll work. So my histogram counter's at 0 right now. Now, while, let's start with a while loop. While histogram counter is less than 100, right, we're gonna do some stuff. So right, this will work. So while the histogram counter is blah blah blah, and as soon as it becomes over 100, it'll break. That's the wrong spot for it. Okay, there. I know for sure. Oh crap! I fudged it. I know for sure I'm gonna have to use this for loop. There's no doubt about that in my mind. I just gotta know where to put it in. Dang it! I did it again. There. So while histogram counter is blah 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 less than 100, we're going to compare the current histogram counter to the array. Okay. I think that this is going to end up being an error, but we'll see. We'll take a look at it when it comes. So within this for loop, we're actually going to we're going to get the range and compare it to this. So now, crap, I did it again. If my valid grade range is less than or equal to the histogram counter, right? So if it's, let's say the histogram counter is at 10. If I'm equal to 10, I get printed. If I'm less than 10, I get printed. But I have to actually also be in the range. I can't be below. So basically what's going to happen is like we're going to count through. Let's say from the range from 0 to 10, it'll print everything. But let's say like we move on to the next time and the histogram counter's at 20 now. It will still print 0 through 10 in addition to 0 through 20. We only want it to print what the hell is it? 10 to 20. I actually think I have this a little too high, so we'll do -1. What grades have you been getting? I don't know. A's right so far. But it's kind of confusing because all the professors and stuff, all the professors are kind of like all over the place. It's a little unorganized because some of the classes have moved from in-person to online, and so their curriculum isn't set up to be online. And then one of the classes is handled like solely by a TA, which is a teaching assistant, and that's, I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I don't like the TA very much, but it's okay. I'm still doing well. I'm doing fine. Is the answer. I'm passing. Valid grades, less than histogram counter. Valid grades also has to be valid grade of I also has to be greater than the previous histogram counter. Histogram counter. Shoot. So if it's 0, or no, if it's 10, it has to be greater than 0. I think that's right. I think that's what it is. Ta-da! I think. We're going to see if this works. Now, let me just go over this again. Now, the histogram counter at 0, if you are less than and equal to the histogram counter. So if you're 0, you're good. If you also have to be greater than the histogram counter plus 10. So that closes it off on the bottom end. Damn. I need to print this right here. Count. How do they do it? It's the number, space, and then a line. So we'll do histogram counter. Fudge. Histogram counter. And then we'll do space, this bad boy. And I think that's actually going to be what I need. Let me just put another space on the end of that. Okay. Now, if you fall in this range, I want you to print this thing now. Dang it. No, that's not going to work. No, I think actually this is where it goes. Not in here. You actually going to go out here. Now, this is good. Now you count your little thingy thing. And it'll just blah, 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 blah. And then at the end of the for loop, we'll count an inline. Right there. But also, histogram counter is equal to the original histogram counter plus 10. Fantastic. Okay, I think this is going to work. Why is your chat really slow on your side? To be honest, I don't know. There's some latency. It has to do with my internet connection. So I'll get your chat, and then I guess you'll see it like a little later on. Let's see how long it takes. I honestly don't know how much the delay is. It's a pretty big delay. I'm imagining it's like 10 or so seconds. That's pretty big, right? Ooh, that's a really big delay. I just watched it on my side. It's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. My internet's not that great. Let's go ahead and read this. It's working. So 8 is inside of the 10 range. 10 would be in the 10. I actually don't know if 10 would be in the 10 range. I know that 15 would be in that range. 80, 95, 78, 78. Let's try this. Let's see what it does. -1. Good. Histogram 5. Let's see what she does. Hey, baby. Delicious. Yes, baby. baby. It works. It works. It works. Do the it works dance with me. Let's do it. Feels good. Feels good, baby. Yeah. Wait, 78. Oh, nope, 78 is in the range from 70 to 80? No, that should be in the 70 range. Frick, it doesn't work. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, what happened? So 10 works, 15 works, 80 works. This one didn't. 95 worked. Crap, I think I have my ranges off actually, is what's wrong. Elijah's the coding master. Thank you, Hainer. Oh, never mind. Thank you for a second, Hainer. You complimented me for a second and then I messed up. Ignore that. Ignore that. It's okay. We'll fix this. It always works. Everything always ends up working in the end. Ding dong it. Another message. It's my sister again. She's bothering me. Okay. Prints a histogram showing the number of students in each of the following ranges. 0 to 9, 10 to 19, so on and so forth. I get that. Each representative histogram with the lowest value. With the lowest value. Okay, I got that. I understand. I know that. Now, why didn't you print 70 though? And also, why aren't you printing multiple? Let's run it again and just test with some more values. Maybe I'm just like missing this. Like, so we'll do 50, 51, 52, 53. So I should get 4 dots in the 50 places. Let's do 80, 81. Let's do all the way up to 89 and see what that does. And then do 90, 91. All right, let's go ahead and stop right there and see what it does. So okay. So these guys right here, these guys should actually be represented on the 50 because this 50 up to 59 should be here. Also, I'm missing some numbers. Next, I have no 80s. So something is definitely awry. Oh no! Something is not working. Okay. Let's go back in here and give this some sweet, tender love and care that it deserves. One other thing I'm going to have to fix is the 0 and the 100. They have the, that character, whatever, that character in the wrong place. So we'll fix that. Now my histogram counter, so long as it is less than or equal to 100, it'll do this jack tomfoolery. Now, this is going to count through. This is going to count through my damn array. It's going to compare the first thing to the histogram counter minus 1, so long as it is less than and or equal to the histogram counter. Something is wrong here. Let me get a pad. Yeah. No, I should do it on like Notepad or something, right? So you guys can see what I'm doing. So let's say my histogram counter is equal to like 20. What this first true statement is saying is so long as the array is less than or equal to, there's my mistake. I found the mistake. Histogram counter should be counting the other way. So +9. And it has to be, oopsie, fudge. So it has to be less than or equal to 39 for it to print the thingy. Now, on the other hand, it also has to be just greater than 20. or equal to 20. There it is. Got it. Equal to just the histogram counter. That should fix my problem. I think. I'm hoping. Oh, okay. That's just a little helpy help. Let's go again. Now, what I should be expecting... I fridged up already. 20... Shoot. 50, 51, 52, 53... all the way up to 59, and then 60, 69. Ooh, dang it, that's an invalid number. It's fine. It's going to take it out anyways, because I'm smart and I made it do that before. 185. Right. These are all numbers. Invalid number. Hey, my program works. Hey, look at that. The histogram's working. Okay, so for 20s, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should see 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. For the 50s, I should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 50s. Nice. I should see 160. Excellent. 170. Fantastic. 80, 81, and then 3 80s. Dude, histogram's working. We did it, Dance. Feel that. Feel that. Feel that. You feel that? We did it. 0. Exit. Goodbye. I think that covers it. Is that the last thing that I was supposed to do out of here? I think histogram was the last part of the menu, and then exit, right? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I just finished the project. And it works. Excellent. We'll go ahead and shut this bad boy up. Present menu. Get out of here, present menu. Nobody likes you. Let me just double check. It does all this. Options 1 through 5 work. And exit works. Okay, that's it. I think I finished. Oh, I keep looking over here like the camera's over here. It's not. I finished the project. That was no problem. It does exactly what it was supposed to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No issues. It's pretty tidy too. Not gonna lie, looks good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how many people are in here. 3 people. I don't know who you 3 people are. It's probably Hayner and Ethan and then maybe me. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let's see. I've been recording for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Hey, 2 hours and 17 minutes to do one little project's not that bad. I think that's pretty decent in my limited experience and opinion. All right. Let me just run over this really fast. I think this is presentable. Nice. Oh crap, you know what I forgot to do? This entire time that I've been working, I forgot to save. I haven't saved it off. My computer had crashed and I lost all this work. Dang. Can't wait for the next one, my guy. All right, thanks, Hayner. Hayner, the next one I'm hoping will be games. I really want to play Among Us. I don't know if you guys, if you've seen that kind of floating around the internet lately. Among Us. It's like what's that game called? It's like the Town and Salem game or the Werewolf game. I guess those are the names. I don't know. I have Among Us. I've been playing it with the guys. It's been a ton of fun. Also, really want to stream Modern Warfare, the Warzone. I want to stream Warzone. I think that'd be a ton of fun. I have another game that I need to finish called God's Basement. It's a horror game. The series is not done yet. I got to finish the series. And then also my art and stuff. I just finished my last portrait for my aunt. I got commissioned on. I need to finish that portrait. Or no, not finish that portrait, but I would like to stream some of my art and like sketchbook drawings and like me working on like certain projects and stuff. I feel like just streaming them would be a lot of fun. Okie dokie. Since I finished that homework, I'm going to reward myself with some relaxation. I'm going to play some games or something. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be seeing you in the next one. I will be hopefully whenever I get ready to do the next one, I'll post a link to it in my Twitter and on the Discord and stuff so that people would know like, hey, I'm just going to stream. And then like the millions and millions of people are going to come. That's why I didn't have a million viewers this stream, by the way. It's because I didn't post it on social media. I normally have 1 million viewers always. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you next time. Have a good one. Bye.